everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Tiger Knitting. I'm your host Claire, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter as Claire M. Gallagher, and on Ravelry as C Gallagher 21. I also have a blog called Ansia and Tigris, which I will link below because it's kind of hard to spell, and I have a Pinterest which I've been really into recently, which you can find me at as well, which is Ansia and Tigris. So hi everyone. Welcome to my third episode, which is a little weird. It's probably been a bit longer since I've spoken to you, but you might have seen me more recently. That makes sense. I'm looking very pale today as well. I couldn't be bothered to put any makeup on for you guys. Sorry, it's early on a Sunday morning. Well, it's not early. It just feels early because I haven't done anything today. I put some mascara on and that was about it. But apart from that, sorry. Yeah, and I'm sat in front of my window and it's a bit like overcast. It's supposed to be really nice this afternoon, but it's not got there yet, so it's just a bit grey. So I think it's like washing me out a bit. So yeah, that is what it is. So yeah, quite a lot has happened since I podcasted last. I've been on holiday. I went to Amsterdam with my friend. I had a couple of days there and it was really lovely. We were quite lucky with the weather. One day it was a bit grey. Sorry about that, my voice is going I think today. One day it was a bit grey, but the other 2 days we had really beautiful weather, so that was really lucky. I'll talk a bit more about it at the end, but yeah, it was really nice. I had a really lovely time. And then also I came back and had a 4-day week because it was Easter the week after, and then another 4-day week because of Bank Holiday Monday and Good Friday. So it's sort of, I thought it would be like a good way to do it because I had like 2 nice short weeks when I come back, but actually in reality it was just a manic 2 weeks, because whilst you think everything's going to be quieter at work, really everyone says to squeeze everything they would have done in 5 days into 4 and are a bit crazy. So I feel like I've been a bit non-stop this week, but I had a really nice weekend, kind of relaxed, apart from one thing which I'll talk about at the end. Yeah, it's been pretty good. I've quite had a nice time. And yeah, hope you've all been well. Hope you had a nice Easter and some time with your families if that's what you like. And if it's not what you like, I hope you had a nice time on your own or with friends. So I think I will talk a bit about works in progress. I don't have much on the go at the moment. I've got 2 projects which I'll talk about. One I've taken out of the bag already because it's getting a bit unwieldy. I keep it in this bag. So I think I spoke to you about this blanket a while. I think I spoke about it every time actually. I think I spoke about it last time, yeah. So it's the Sunshine Chevron Stitch baby blanket, and it's a pattern by Knit Pinks. It's a free pattern. You just have to sign up to their mailing list I think, and you can opt out. So I've done 1 panel already. I'm doing 3 panels in this linen yarn by Rowan, and I've actually made quite a lot of progress on it. So I think the first time I showed you was about here maybe, and then the second time I think I was about here, and now I'm all the way up here. So each panel has 3 balls of yarn, 3 and a bit. I'm on the 3rd ball of yarn, and yeah, last episode I was caking it all up, and now I've done quite a lot. So it's got this lovely chevron stitch as you can see, and I'm making myself finish a panel of this and the socks that I've got on the go, which I'll show you in a minute, before I start another pattern, which is what I really want to do. So not that I'm not enjoying knitting on this, it's actually really nice and therapeutic and really easy to pick up and put down. It's just I want to do something new. I think that's what it is. And yeah, but it's coming along. I've almost finished the 2nd panel, and then I will start a new project as well as pick up the 3rd one, and then hopefully that'll be all done. I have my lovely soft blanket, and weirdly I really like this linen yarn. It's like a cotton, is it a cotton linen blend, or is it just 100% linen? it's a 50% linen, 50% cotton. It's a Very Creative linen in shade 621, which is natural. So that's that one, and it's coming along. I have the pattern printed out here. I think I've shown you this before. And I have to use a stitch counter, otherwise I forget where I'm up to because I put it down and pick it up. And yeah, it's getting really nice and soft. I'm more in it with it, and I can't wait to have it as a natural blanket. So it's quite exciting. It's really squidgy and nice. I think it would make a really lovely like cozy wrap blanket, like in the winters or in the autumn, just to sit on the sofa or in bed with. I just can't wait. I'm really excited to have this done. So that's that one. The only other thing I've got on the go is these are some finished objects which I'll talk about in a minute. My boxy bag. It's rattling around a bit because I've got my Notion tin, which is really sweet. Something my mum got me for Christmas. I don't know where she got it from. This place. I think she got it from like a little gifty shop, but I like owls and animals. And it's just like a Notion tin. I also got a nail file in here my friend got me, which is really sweet. So it's got the stoppers, the stitch marker, some pins, needles, stitch, other stitch markery things. And normally has a tape measure, so I don't know where that's gone. Oh, it's in here. Tape measure. And normally have a magnet pinned to the top with the tape measure on, so I don't use it. But yes, apologies for the rattling, but that's what that is. And yes, my other project is in a yarn. I've got a full ball of it somewhere. So I got this from Hobbycraft. One is, they sell a couple of kinds of this. One is like that blue orangey red one that I've knit from you. One is, I'll show you in a minute. And the other one was this. And I think they should do more of this because Regia and like opal yarns are quite hard to get hold of in the UK. So it's really nice. And these aren't really my colours, so these are a gift for a friend. But I'm trying the 2 at a time toe up socks. I'm not sure how I feel about them. Here they are. I didn't do the heels very well, I'll be honest. I think that's it. I've got a real big hole in one, so I'm going to have to darn, which has really peed me off. But apart from that, they're good. The pattern's really cool. These are a friend who's quite girly, I'll be honest, and for her birthday, which is in June, so I thought I'd get a head start. But actually they look really cool on camera. And I caked the yarn up into 2 little balls so it was easier to work with. And then I'm thinking with that and this, I should have enough to make a pair for a little girl that I know. So probably do that as well afterwards, because she's only got little feet, so I'll probably get one out of it. The 2 at a time is good in principle. Maybe that is the way so you can actually see me. It's good in principle because no second sock syndrome, and although I don't get it badly, sometimes I just can't be bothered to cast on the next one. Once I've cast it on, it's fine and I'll finish it, but sometimes I can't bother to cast it on. The only other thing is it's probably no more time sorting out the yarn and the cables than regular Magic Loop is, but it does feel like there's a lot more hassle with the yarn and the cables and stuff like that, and I feel like I'm a lot quicker with a regular one at a time, because I feel like I can get into a rhythm when I'm doing one at a time. With these I think it's a bit stop and starty, picking up the yarn, putting it down, picking it up, sorting out the cable, things like that. But this hasn't taken me long. I think it took me about a week. I've put them down while I've been working on my blanket for a bit because I was getting achy with the thin needles. But yeah, I can see why people like it. I think also psychologically it feels like it's going slower because I'm not as far up the sock. I know that's because I'm doing 2 as opposed to 1. But in my head I think, oh, this is taking forever. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do when I get, because I've stopped sort of because I'm at the cuff now. Because I'm only doing short ones. So this is the heel. So I want to do a cuff. But I don't really like elastic bind offs because I don't think they look very nice. So we shall see what I do about that. But yeah, it's coming along. So that's really the only 2 things that I've got on the go. Put these back in here quietly or I'll lose them. Right, I'm not going to show you my sock yarn blanket this time because I don't think it's had any progress on it. I'm fairly certain it hasn't since the last time. What I am going to show you is a couple of finished objects, which we shall move on to. So the first one is this. You've not seen this in progress. It was a bit of a spur of the moment cast on. I was trying to sort out my stash. I've only got 1 box of stash, which is pretty good, I think. And I found this yarn and it's been sitting there for ages. I didn't really know what to do with it. It's Debbie Bliss Winter Garden. I'm not sure of the shade, but it's this brown one with these blue, yellow and pink bits. I love the colour, and actually now it's fine, knitted up it's fine. But whilst you're knitting with it, it's got these blue and yellow silk bits in. And they are really like hard bits of paper. It's like spiky. And it's not just me that's seen this. I've looked on the yarn page on Ravelry and a lot of other people have found it as well. And I just had to keep picking them out while I was knitting and it was just a nightmare. So, oh, I can feel one here somewhere. I managed to get a lot of them out, but then you do get the odd one. And so I would say, don't give this to a child. Don't knit anything for a child with this. Don't knit anything that's really going to be too close to your skin. This was a cowl that I made. It's got a linen stitch pattern, but you wear it on the reverse. And I think it's quick slip cowl or something. And I thought it would just be nice for under my coat in the winter, maybe when you're out for a walk, just to keep your neck warm. I might even give it to someone as a gift, I don't know. But yes, it's cosy. And I think my friend is learning to knit as well, wants to learn how to knit. I've taught her the basics, but she's not very good at reading her knitting and understanding which ones are pearls and which ones are knits. So I think we're going to get her to do something like this. So she can begin to understand the differences. So that's that. That's the quick slip cowl. And I just think it took me about an evening because it's really quick. It was really, really easy to knit up. And yeah, de-stashed a ball, which was quite good. So it might be a gift for someone, it might be for myself. We shall see. The project is this. It is the Caswell Bay hat from the Take Heart book by Fiona Alice, I think she's called. I bought it at Ravel, gosh, like a month ago now. That's even gone a quick time. And here it is. It's all finished up. This yarn is absolutely gorgeous. I'm just obsessed with it. It's the Vivacious 4-ply by Fibre States in the Lundy Island colourway. And I think it's a merino silk blend. Let me have a look in this little bag. It's 100% superwash merino. It just feels really nice. This is the tag if you're interested. And this is the colourway and information. And so that's that. And yeah, it's really lovely pattern. I've done it in a 4-ply as opposed to a double knit, which is what the pattern calls for. But it fits me fine. I've blocked it out and it's beautiful. And I really just love this, the variation on this yarn. It looks like the sea. I'm just obsessed with it. I want to knit a jumper out of it, but I'm aware that'll be an expensive sweater. But there we go. So I put it on for you guys. My hair looks weird at the front here. There's the pattern, and it's got this twisted rib. I don't think I ever want to do twisted rib ever again, I'll be honest. It drove me a bit mad by the end of it, and I've made quite a few mistakes, but we'll just go with it. I like it as it is. And I blocked this properly. I'm quite bad at blocking things because I'm impatient. Once I've knit them, I want to wear them. I know knit block socks, and I think it's not stupid, but unless they've got like a lace pattern which needs blocking, they're going on your feet. I wear them in boots or around the house, so they either get dirty or scuffed pretty quickly because I'm a bit of a messy person. So unless they are like special socks, like I've knit a couple of like occasion socks, I call them, like I knit some for Christmas and things like that, and or bed socks, particularly like ones that have really nice yarn. I'm not that fussed about blocking them, I'll be honest, and that's probably like it goes against everything that people say, but just don't get it. So anyway, the other object I have is one I wanted to show you because I wanted to show you the yarn, but I didn't actually make these. These were made by my mum for me. So it's the same yarn as this Redia Full Faded one. I'm not 100% sure on the colourway, and I don't know if I told you what this one was actually. This is shade 5025. No idea what that is. But it's these. How bright are these? Ah, I love them. So yeah, it's not really a colour that I normally go for, colours, but they're so bright and so happy I couldn't resist. So she knit me some socks out of them. She's just done a 3x1 rib. Yes, 3x1 rib, and she's just done a regular binder for the top. And yeah. Or did she do cast? No, she must have done them toed out top down, so that's why I was thinking that was a bit weird. So she did them top down, and she did the short row heel, which I taught her from doing with Rachel Kuki, and she's done it much better than me because she hasn't got a hole. I think Scott's doing on the two at a time, and she's done a rounded toe, I guess. It's quite rounded. And I really like them. These are so bright, and they're not normally a colour I'd go for, but they're so happy and so bright. And the Regia stuff is so hard wearing, I can wear it inside my boots, like when I'm out and about or out walking. So I'm really pleased with those. And it's always lovely to get hand knit socks. I'm so excited by these. And yes, the third and final finished object, I'm saying third because those aren't really from me, I just wanted to show you guys. The third and final finished object is one I'm just going to insert a picture of because it's hung up actually up here. So if you follow me on Instagram, please go follow me on Instagram. My name is Claire M. Gallagher. CLAREMGALLAGHER. Yes, I posted a picture of this, and the little birds that I was making, the birds of happiness, they have all been finished. I've strung them up on a little garlandy thing, some twigs basically. I went in now, or I would have already done so, and strung them up, and I've got it hanging up. Yes, so I'm really quite pleased with how it's turned out. It's a bit of a kiddie thing maybe, but it makes me really happy. And yeah, I just really like it. So I did 10 blue birds of happiness out of the Jameson's Shetland Spindrift, and then just tied them together with some what do you call it, more of the yarn I think in the corners, and then just strung it up, and I've got a hook in my ceiling and it's just up there, so it's over above my desk, which is just to the right of me, and it's really cute. My little birds make me very happy indeed. So if you go to my Ravelry page you can see a picture of it, but I will insert one so you can see because it makes me quite pleased. And yes, that's all my finished objects. Like I said in my little pre-ramble, I went to Amsterdam this 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, geez, and had a really lovely time. And whilst I was there I dragged my friend into the Stephen and Penelope shop, which is a yarn shop. I don't know if it's owned or run by him, but he was certainly there by Stephen West, who was really nice to meet. And even though I've not knit any of his patterns, seeing some of them knit up in person makes me want to. So that will probably be getting done. I've gone really pale. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. I'm going to get more of my dark top in the shot. And I sort of splurged a little bit on some yarns. So the first one I got was this beautiful green sock yarn by Hedgehog Fibres, and this is in the shade Hunter. It's a 9% superwash merino, 10% nylon, and I've never knit with any Hedgehog Fibres, but this colour is so lovely and so green. I can't wait. It's going to be some socks, definitely. Look how bright it is. I love it. The other one I got, well I got 3, but this is the other one, is this Malabrigo Machita, which is a 100% merino superwash, and this is in the shade 48 Glitter, and I thought this was just really beautiful. These aren't colours that I would normally go for, but I saw it there and it caught my eye, and it's so soft and so lovely, I just couldn't resist. So yes, I only never knit one other thing out of Malabrigo, and it's a hat, and I wear it all the time because it's so soft. So can't wait. It's such a pretty colour, like the variation is beautiful, and I've seen some of the things knit up and it's just gorgeous. So really excited for this, and I haven't caked it up yet because I'm just sitting here waiting, so I've got some other things that I need to knit. The third and final one is this absolutely neon bright stuff. That can be across how bright that is, yes. So I've knit previously some stuff out of Madeline Tosh, which was the Edison bulb colourway, which is super neon yellow, and when I showed my mum this and the neon yellow one I bought, she was like, these are not your colours, Claire, but I can't resist these. So this is the Madeline Tosh Merino Light, which is a 100% superwash merino, and this colour is neon peach, and it's so bright. It's not even picking up on the camera really. I love it, and I think I'm going to knit something with white with this, so it's got maybe a white and peach stripe sort of thing. I'm not 100% sure, but I cannot wait. So bright. I'm so looking forward to it. And it has got some pinkish bits in there, but they're not too pink that I don't feel that I think I know I can still wear it, because it's neon, and neons are cool. So cool. Yeah, I'm quite excited to knit with this. And those are my cheeky 3 purchases whilst I was in Amsterdam. And so from what I've got from Unravel and what I got then, I don't need to be buying things for a long time. So my next project is going to be I think a sock head hat. I think that's what I'm going to do. The next thing I'm going to knit is going to be from this Easy Knits yarn, which I think I've shown you before. I got it at Unravel. It's in the Merlot colourway. I just tied the thing around it so I can remember what it is. But I've caked it all up ready to go, and it's this beautiful dark wine red, which I think I'm going to knit a hat from. Possibly the sock head hat or something like that. So, because I think it'll go nicely with my dark hair. So I'm going to look for a pattern for this and get knitting that one. But yes, like I said, I've got so much yarn now, I don't need to buy any for a while. So the sweater I think will take a back seat for a little bit whilst I work through some of these things that I bought and finish my blanket. But yes, I'm really excited about everything I've got and the projects I've got in mind at the moment. My chair is really creaky, I apologise. And yes, there's one other thing I wanted to show you guys because I thought it was funny. It's my friend's birthday in a few weeks, and oh god, is it this week? Might be this week. Who knows? I haven't got a present yet, but she'll get something. I think I might make her a little bag or something. But I saw this card in a shop and I thought she'd love it because she's got a I don't know, I think she'd love it. And so I got her this card that says Prawn to be Wild. I don't know why, I just thought it was really funny and I think she'd love it. She's the one that I'm teaching to knit. So I think she's going to get a little project bag or don't know, maybe some yarn to try and knit with. Or maybe some needles. I'm going to get something, make her a little bag or something. So yes, and also this card. So I can't wait to give this to her, because I think she'll just find it hilarious. I find it funny. I don't know, Brawn to be wild. It's got a prawn. What more could you want from a card? So yes, I feel like I've whistled through everything, but I've sort of spoken about everything. I haven't got a lot of knitting on the go at the moment. I feel like I haven't done much knitting either, because I've been busy. Like I said, this weekend I've had a really nice relaxing one, apart from on Friday night me and some girls from work decided to go to do the late night shopping in the town that's nearest to us, and then we decided to go for Wagamamas, which is like Asian food, and it was really yummy. So we went straight from work, straight there, had a lovely time. I bought a bunch of stuff, bought this new top I'm wearing, I've got some leggings for the gym, got a dress, a nice blouse, we did some shopping, and then we went to Wagamamas. I went straight from Gap, which is where I bought some leggings for the gym, to Wagamamas. I walked straight over there with 2 other people, sat down, had our food, had a lovely chat, great fun, good food, good gossip, everything like that. I had a lovely evening. Go to pay and my purse isn't in my bag. And so I had a bit of a meltdown. Apparently I'm going to cancel all my cards on a Friday night, isn't what I wanted. I'm going to have to spend Saturday going through everything. Not going to have a purse for a couple of weeks. It's on Friday night. On Monday I've got a meeting in Birmingham, which is a bit far away from where I live. So I have to drive up there. I'm not going to have a card. I'm going to do have to rely on cash. I was having a bit of a panic. My friends are lovely about it, so lovely. Bless one of them, they paid for my dinner for me, so I'll give her the money back next week. But it was in the shop. I left it on the counter in the shop where I'd bought the leggings. So Saturday morning, woke up really early and phoned the store until they opened, and they had it there. So I drove down and picked it up, but it was a bit of a panic mode, because it's just really stressful thinking you've got to cancel all your cards, and I've got a contactless card as well, so I was like, oh, I have to move money out of my account, and then all these issues. So that was a bit stressful. Apart from that, I've had a lovely weekend. Easter was really nice, had a really nice time with my family. The weather wasn't great, but we managed to get one nice day, so went for a walk along the beach in Sussex, which was really lovely. And if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen some pictures from that. And then the rest of the weekend just really ate roast dinners and chocolate, and feel so bloated and so horrible afterwards. I ate so much whenever my mum did the roast that I felt physically ill because it was so good. And yeah, lesson learned then. Haven't eaten that much since Christmas, I don't think. And then yeah, so last week and this week it has just been returning to normality, really. Like I said, I'm travelling a bit this week. I've got some meetings and just trying to get in the gym and get back to how I want. So now the pressure is sort of on personally. One of my best friends is getting married in October, which I keep thinking is ages away, but we're in April now, so that's April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 6 months, because it's the very beginning of, it's the 1st of October she's getting married. So I've got 6 months to shift a bit of weight and find an outfit. I'm not a girly, dressy person, so I'm going to find it quite difficult finding something that I like. I know that, so I'm going to start looking now. I bought a nice dress over the weekend, but I don't know, I'm just a very black and white person. I wear a lot of navies, dark reds, dark greens, blacks, whites, greys. I'm not really a bright colour person. I don't want to show up to the wedding in like an all black outfit. As much as she wouldn't mind, I'm sure, as long as I look presentable, I'm sure she wouldn't mind. I would like to wear something a bit nicer, and I like to be able to have my arms out and not worry and things like that. So I've got a little bit of time to get my shit together and hopefully by October I'll feel a bit better about things. So that's the mission, I think, from now on. I always find it's easy when the weather's warmer because I actually want to get out and do things. This bit of hair is really annoying me, my baby hair. Yeah, when the weather's better, I want to get out and do things. I want to eat salads and not overindulge on roast dinners and things like that. So it will be easier and I will get better. It's just, until now, it's been too far away to really worry, I think. And then, yeah, now it's all seemed a bit real. And with the summer coming up as well and everything, I just want to feel a bit more comfortable. So that is the mission from now until, well, forever, but October specifically. And hopefully, yeah, I mean, I am quite good about keeping at the gym, I think, now. I don't think I've really shared too much on social media. I haven't posted about it on my blog, but which you're more than welcome to go and find and read. But a couple of years ago I used to weigh a lot more, and since then I've lost a lot of weight. I lost almost 100 pounds, and then I started to plateau, and I decided that I'm more interested now about getting fit as opposed to about losing weight. So I try and do a bit more. I'm doing 2 Pilates classes a week, and I try and do 2 other cardio sessions a week. So, and then 1 day a week I will probably do a weights session, whether that's legs or arms or something like that. So between all of it, I feel like I'm getting a fairly well balanced workout, but I just know that I have not, when I'm really like on it with my eating, I'm really good, and I've just had quite a few lax weeks, which is fine because I was on holiday and stuff like that. And January, I don't want to be really harsh on myself because I find that a shit month anyway for me personally. It's not a good month. I've really struggled with the dark nights and things like that. So January I didn't really do much. February I was getting back into it. March started to, and then obviously I was on holiday. I just ate crepes for a week in Amsterdam, and then came back and it was Easter, so chocolate and roast dinners and all that sort of good stuff. And now I really want to be back on it. I've got a couple of months until my birthday, and hopefully I can just keep on it now till then, because I've got nothing to distract me. I'm not going away anywhere at the moment, and yeah, it's just working really. So I need to be really organised and like doing my dinner the night before and not just buying like canteen lunches and flapjacks at the canteen. So it's difficult, but I'll get there. So I just need to keep on it. And once I do all that with the gym and stuff, so I'm still doing all those gym things, it's not making as big an impact, I don't think, in terms of how I look. I mean, obviously it's helping how I feel, because I'm making a big impact how I look because I'm still eating a bunch of crap. So I'll get there. It's just I need to get back into the rhythm, into the routine, and yes. I mean, it's quite difficult because I do travel a bit. I go through periods for work where I do travel a bit more. So when you are travelling, it is difficult, I think, to keep in that routine, because you're either coming home late and we're getting up really early. You can't necessarily make your meals if you are travelling by train or you're driving places. So it's difficult, but we'll get there. And I just had a really big ramble about like healthy eating and food, but oh well, you didn't have to listen to this, but you could have switched off at the end. So at the end of all the knitting talk. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling now and end the podcast here. So thank you very much for watching. All my links will be at the end and in the description bar below. Most of the yarn I've talked about, or any projects I've talked about, will be on my Ravelry page. I'm not going to bother with show notes. I'll put a few links below, and that will be it, I think. I hope you all have a lovely weekend, week, evening, morning, wherever you are, wherever you're watching this. And yes, I will speak to you all very soon. Bye.